What's going on, everyone?麦克老师. I'm out for a bike ride on the Greenway today. Another beautiful day here in North Carolina, and I wanted to talk a little bit about tariffs, and more specifically how they affect me here living in the US, as well as me as a small business owner here in the US. When the new administration started in January of this year, I was cautiously optimistic. Now, I would say I'm no longer optimistic. It's been a pretty crazy month, and some business owners here, like myself, are a bit worried. Other people are not so much. The trail's getting a little rougher here. So let's dive into what the tariffs mean for regular people like myself and small business owners like myself. You may or may not remember that I inherited a small company, which was my brother's. I've been running it for about 2.5 years now. I absolutely love it. It's kind of a passion project for me to continue his legacy, continue building the inventions he never finished. My brother was quite creative. He has about 11 or 12 patents to his name, including the thing I'm filming this video with right now. So let's find a good place to stop and chat about it. This looks like a nice spot. How about this little bench right here? So here it is. It is a patented clamp, specifically made for action cameras like this. Now, if you had to guess where this is made, what would you guess? China? You'd be wrong. This is actually made in the US. The plastic and rubber are injection molded here. The springs here and here are made here. The little clip inside there is all from the US. This little screw here and the nut come from China. They're standardized, so it's easy and inexpensive. We have several other products, and as you can see, we have a mix of sourcing from China and from the USA. So the tariffs likely won't affect this too much, but our other stuff, absolutely it will. We haven't had to raise our prices yet, but I mean, who knows? The situation with the tariffs seems to be changing every single day. I can't even keep up with it. All that to say, having lived in China for as long as I did, understanding how things work there and work here, now I get to combine those skills with learning about sourcing and e-commerce and marketing and managing a company. In the future, when I go back to China, it's going to be for two things: family and business. And the next time I go to China, I'm not sure when yet, I will definitely be buying another Saily eSIM card. On my recent trip to China, it worked incredible, and I didn't need extra software like a VPN to check my Gmail or to log into YouTube, which is a huge bonus because VPNs are often unstable and can slow down your work. It works in over 200 destinations, and I've personally used it in China and Thailand so far. Worked great in both places. I had 5G service pretty much everywhere I went. So in that case, you can just choose a region like Asia, or you could choose a specific country, or if you're traveling all over, you can choose a global plan. Now you might be thinking to yourself, can I just use the data from my local plan in my home country? And the answer is yes, you can. However, in my situation, the data roaming charges were about 3 to 4 times what it costs to use the Saily eSIM. Don't waste your money on crazy data roaming rates. For me, it was a no-brainer. I also really like the fact I could set it up before I got on the plane to my destination country. So when I land, I get off the plane and I instantly have 5G service. I can call a taxi right away. I don't have to wait in line at a SIM card kiosk and possibly get scammed. So check if your phone is eSIM compatible. It works for Android, iOS. You can download the Saily app from the App Store or click the link below. Before you check out, make sure you enter the promo code MYKA to get 15% off every purchase you make. And yes, you can use it as many times as you want. I think I've purchased 6 plans by now in all my travels. I'm heading to Canada in a couple months and then Europe in the fall, and the Saily eSIM is going to be absolutely essential for me. So as you can see, at this point, my business is pretty interconnected with China. There are some differences working with manufacturers here in the US versus working with manufacturers in China. Came across this video, another small business owner who, like me, does some of his stuff in the US and some of his stuff in China, and his experience has been almost identical to mine. Let's have a listen.
So we make these boxes, they're self-checkout kiosks in China, manufactured, powder-coated, packaged. Well, before shipping, I'm probably $250 into this box. Tariffs got a little scary, so we send the designs to a bunch of companies in America, and all I'm getting are these emails about, well, how many are you going to make? If you're not going to make 500 at a time, we can't work with you. It's a huge pain in the ass for us, but we'll do it. With a whole bunch of kicking and screaming, I can get an American company to make this for maybe $1,200, not powder coated, no packaging. But the biggest thing I'm running into with American companies is that they're coming back and they're just saying like, well, how are we supposed to make this? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I gave you CAD designs. Like, that's your job. You should know. I should give you a CAD design. You should know. Because that's, I mean, basically that's the difference. I give this to China and they say no problem, and then 6 weeks later I have these beautiful boxes in my hands. He would probably have to put a 200% tariff on all things from China for me to stop making these in China.
He hit the nail on the head. Sometimes dealing with companies here, it feels like I'm inconveniencing them. Dealing with Chinese companies is quite the opposite. There are many, many companies fighting for your business. It's very, very competitive, and they are constantly hounding you for the business, almost to the point where it just feels overwhelming. I'll give you an example. We redesigned the box that we sell this in. To make it in the US, it was going to be about $1 per box. We could get it done locally, so there wouldn't really be any shipping. And then I went on Alibaba. I sent an inquiry for some boxes, and within 24 hours, I probably had 60 or 70 people texting me, messaging me. My inbox was just exploding. I narrowed it down to about 10 vendors, and then I asked them who can give me a sample. About 4 of them said they would make and send me one for free. So those became my final 4. They sent me the samples, they were all pretty decent. So then it came down to price. 2 of them were very competitive, about 20 to 25 cents per box, which compared to $1 a box seems fantastic. However, when you add shipping in there, the total price comes to about 50 to 60 cents per box. Still about half the price of doing it in the US. The time came to make a choice. I chose the one which I thought had a little bit better quality, and I had to tell the other girl that I was not going to do business with her, and she was so upset. She was like, "Oh no, this is terrible news. What am I going to tell my boss?" Cry emoji, cry emoji, cry emoji. Yeah. Forgot her name, but if you're watching, I'm sorry. The funny thing is, those 10 shortlisted companies still email me once every month or two to see if they can win back my business. We have a new product coming out this year, which I'm super excited about. It was something my brother wanted to do, but never finished. And again, it's going to require some plastic injection molding, probably some rubber, probably some metal parts. And of course, I'll get a quote from the company that makes this for us. And I'm also going to get some quotes from China just to compare the price. Question is, will it still be worth it with tariffs? I have no idea. I've already done a little inquiring, and I've got 5 or 6 businesses who are still emailing me every month. Are you ready to go for the project? Can I see it? Can I quote it for you? But it is interesting talking with these companies in China, because with all these new tariffs, I asked them, how are you guys going to navigate this? And you'll never guess the answer I got. One company told me, don't worry about it. We're just going to send everything to Vietnam to US. There's no tariffs. Can you even do that? Will that even work? I have no idea. They're eager to work, eager to find solutions, eager to earn your business. It looks like some of the tariffs are going to be reduced, but we don't know exactly how much yet. So far, we haven't seen a lot of prices go up yet, but it takes a couple months for things to flow downstream from the tariffs. So if they're not reduced in the next 2 months or so, we're going to start seeing some higher prices in places like Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Best Buy. Right now, 60% of the goods at Walmart that are not food come from China. At Target, it's 30%. Looks like someone's decided to mow the lawn, so sorry for the background noise. Home Depot, 16% of goods come from China. Costco, 79% of non-food goods come from China. Now, of course, Costco is mostly food, but still, if things don't change soon, by summertime, it's gonna feel like 2021, 2022 inflation all over again. We also export these to dealers in England, in Japan, Mexico, Canada, Brazil. We have a dealer in Hong Kong. So if these places raise their import tariffs, it's also going to affect how we export. I get it. You want to protect the manufacturing in your company. You want to bring more manufacturing back to your country. China is almost 1/3 of the world's manufacturing at 32%. US is about half that at 16%. It's more than I thought, actually. There's a lot of manufacturing going on here. And yes, you can get nice plastic parts like this done here. Sure, it's a little more expensive, but I want to hear what you guys think. Are you in manufacturing? Let me know in the comments below how these new tariffs are affecting you, or how they're not affecting you. And if you're traveling overseas for work or business or pleasure, don't forget to check out the Saily eSIM. Just download the app and enter the promo code MICA at checkout. 15% off of every purchase. Use it as many times as you want. That's all from me for now. As always, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. 我是麦克老师，下次再见。